Honestly, I think you have to hold yourself to the highest standard, and I want to be the player I wouldn't want to play against.
I think you can pat every single one of those guys on their back for the contribution on the field tonight.
Welcome to the pod, my guy. 10th anniversary. Are you ready?
Happy to be here.
Good.
Happy to be here.
So you've played everywhere. You're kind of the guy that plays all over the field. What's one position you never want to play? Carlos says this, and you got to go here, and you're like, dang, I really don't want to do that.
I'm the type of guy, I'm gonna do what the coach asks, because it's just what the team needs. But I think if there's one position, it's probably goalkeeper. I don't know what those guys do. It's a completely different sport in my perspective. Their training is completely different, and what they're asked to do is different. So I think the pressure of having to stop goals would be way too much for me.
Yeah,
just like the one guy in the one job. So yeah,
the goalkeepers don't work that hard in training. They don't run or do anything else, so you get an easy break during the week.
I agree.
Since you've been playing all over the field, how do you mentally stay locked in no matter where you're asked to play?
I think it starts in practice. A lot of the time I will watch other guys in the field and what they're doing, just in case I have to play in that position, just so I have it kind of locked down. If I'm gonna get asked to play there, I already know that role, so I'll watch the roles in training. And then I think a lot of it is just confidence, just believe in yourself and compete on the day. So yeah. If we had to compete at something outside of soccer, what would I beat you in? Actually, give me this. What would you beat me in first? And then what would I beat you?
A race. I'd beat you in a race.
Okay.
But you would beat me at any water sport activity because you grew up in the land of 10,000 lakes.
As a leader, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in building a winning team?
I think when I look back on the championships in 2022, the thing that helped us the most was the guys who were coming off the bench and not playing consistently. And it was their intensity during trainings that helped push us. And when they came into the games, the level didn't drop. And I think although those guys obviously wanted to have more of a bigger role on the field, their roles, they excelled at it. And that's what helped us keep the momentum, keep our vibes going and our rhythm.
I completely agree. It takes 22 guys to win a championship.
Sure.
What does it take to be a champion at this level?
Honestly, I think you have to hold yourself to the highest standard, and everyone that means something different. But I think for me, like every day I want to be the player I wouldn't want to play against. And so for me, that's kind of what I base my game off of, mentally, physically, tactically. Like I really try to excel in the mental aspect of the game and also physically. And I think if you be the player you wouldn't want to play against, then whoever you play against on the field, it's going to be much, much easier.
Well, I know there's a lot of guys that don't want to play against you, so that clearly works.
So on a trust and the team mentality, you're a locker room favorite. What does being a great teammate mean to you? Like how much value does that hold for you?
You know, I don't even think about it. I think it first starts with really being comfortable with yourself. If you kind of know who you are as a person, I think that kind of just allows you to interact with people and on a personal level. So, you know, I take pride in getting to know guys. I want to know them on a personal level because I think that translates over to how we do on the field. So, and then getting to know the other guys because, you know, you only win games when you want to go and compete for the guy next to you.
Sure, I agree. So it's got to be organic too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the best locker rooms are all organic, and everything kind of falls into place, and relationships form, you know, organically when you're yourself.
Absolutely.
So it's the 10th anniversary. This is the last one from me. What does playing for SAFC mean to you?
So much. Last year was my first season here, and I felt I'm from Minnesota, and I was really surprised at the amount of support that this city had for this club and the love that they have for the game. It really grew on me because I felt that I had a responsibility to deliver and give my absolute best for the people that are coming to watch us. So I take it really serious, but at the same time, it's also just kind of a love relationship, right? Like the fans love you and you love the fans back, and you give to the club to kind of create something special.
I think there's a lot of fresh faces, and I think there's a lot of guys eager to prove their value and show their stuff at a different level. You know, we have guys coming from all over the world, and I think that's a super cool thing about this sport is that we have guys from all over the world coming into our locker room for a common goal, and that's to be champions and, you know, have a lot of pride in that. And what football means to everyone else is completely different, but I think the fans are going to be really excited to see a lot of fresh faces ready to get after it and represent the city of San Antonio.
Well said, my friend.
We'll do this again sometime. It's been fun.
Thank you.